This your boy Precision Connections at PrecisionConnectionsAuto.com, where the right connections are the only connections. So we have a 2003 Cadillac Escalade, and the customer brought this car in to have a remote start installed. But after doing a preliminary vehicle check, we found out that the speedometer is not even turning on. So I reached out to the customer and said, hey, your speedometer is not working. It's not even coming on. She's like, I know. You know, the speedometer stopped working after a while, and they want like $400 for it. And I figured I could just use my GPS for my distance and my mileage. Can we install the remote start and I fix it later if worst case scenario? I'm like, no, we can look at it. I mean, it's not going to cost you $300, but we can definitely look at it. So let's just jump into the meat of this video. So on these GM clusters, they're known for the SMDs, service mount devices, especially these resistors. They're known for falling off due to overheating. So one might just want to focus mainly on the discolorated parts of the PCB board. This is going to be a big indicator to where you should look. And as I got the magnifying glass and I'm going through all of the solder traces, you want to look for like jagged edges on the solder traces. That's going to indicate that something was there. If you have smooth edges, 9 out of 10, those are just junction connections for other model boards. You can rule them out. So one might add, why do they fall off in the first place? Well, the components are very tiny and small, and a lot of current passing through both resistors, as well as vibration, and you can also include temperature fluctuations. And as you can see, I just powered it up, and it's working. So one might say, hey, Precision, why don't you just throw a jumper wire there? But you can't, because if you put a jumper wire there, then the IC that controls the power is going to burn up. Because that resistor acts like the shocks on your car. Like, okay, your car can work without the shocks, but as soon as you go over a bump, every bump you hit, you're damaging the car. So that's like a good analogy. The resistors acts as a spring for the load current. So what GM does is they do something called a current divider, where they would put two resistors in parallel. In this configuration, you would actually boost the amount of current that's able to pass through both resistors and maintain the same voltage. So I wasn't able to get the two exact resistors because I think those are proprietary part. So I had to improvise with just one power resistor, and I'm just going to solder the two joints together. And also there's a SMD that fell off, and that's for the small display. And so I'm just going to replace those two resistors and we'll be on our way. So as you can see, I'm just lining the resistor up, putting a little dab of solder on one side, and soldering one side. Then I'm going to move on to the other side. And you just want to kind of line the resistor up just to get it as aligned as possible. You don't have to go too crazy, but you just want to make a good connection. This way the components don't fall off. And there we have it. So as you can see, the speedometer is up and running again. Our top display is fully functional, as well as the bottom screen. I just want to recap just to give you guys a clear picture of what I did. I substituted using the two SMD resistors with just one power resistor. I also went over all of the rest of the components with a little bit of solder, flux, and flux remover. You know, just to make sure that we don't run into other problems, because it's a pain to really take these speedometers apart. But to each his own. Maybe to other people it's not that hard. So I'm just gonna, do a quick walkthrough of the board so that you guys can just see where the components are, just in case you ever come across this particular cluster or a similar cluster and have a similar, or in this case, the exact same issue. And again, just focus on the dark areas. That's where your problem is probably most likely going to lie. And I'm just going to give you an overall topology of the board so you can see what's what. Maybe I can just walk through the board and go through the little components. And again, I know you guys in the comment section is, how do I make my connections? Help! Help! So here it is. That's the pin. The orange, that's your constant. The pink is your ignition. Black and white is your ground. And the other black is your ground. So all you need is those 4 wires in order to make the board power up. So again, don't hit me in the comment section, or even do hit me in the comment section. Precision Connections. How did you power up the board? And as you see, that's how you power up the board. And as I'm just showing you guys, everything's working perfectly fine. So it's just ready to show the customer. So I'm showing the customer. Yeah. In the end, the customer was really happy. She's like, Precision, you got it to work. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And that's what we do at Precision Connections. We always like to please the customer as well as the viewers. So subscribe, and definitely subscribe to your boy Precision Connections at precisionconnections.com.